I'm still smelling the air fresher. Poured a glass of wine last night. Man, it tasted so good.
Was it redder?
Oh, yeah. It's just so great.
The Reds.
Life's great. It's awesome. And then, let's just say I coach that team, and then an organization says, how about you like to move to Southern California? We'll pay you $16 million a year. I'll be very chipper. I'll be very, very chipper.
Yeah.
And Jim Harbaugh was exactly that.
I bet.
Yesterday. And gave a straight-up answer about why he did this. Now, obviously, there's 16 million reasons a year to do something like that. And I have a feeling Michigan was in that neighborhood, the very respectable neighborhood, to use the midnight run phrase. And so I don't think money would have been an issue for Jim Harbaugh to stay in Michigan. 16 million, though, is a significant dollar amount, and that's the reported amount. As we all know, terms are not disclosed, and as Dan Patrick always says, we're not around to pry. And so we don't know, but that's what we're hearing. And he's wearing a beautiful new suit, it looks like a new suit with a tie. It's very similar to the Michigan color scheme. It's not that far off.
That's why it could be an old suit.
But these last several years, when Jim was kicking tires on the Vikings and then the Broncos, and the number of times I would go to a combine and I'd hear, your coach is calling around schools. Calling around programs around here. He's calling around NFL programs, not schools. He was calling NFL programs. I was hearing all the time. Who knows if it's true or not, but in the back of your mind, it's like he's going to go to the NFL one day. And I just want him to win a championship before he goes to the NFL. Then he does it. And I have no problem. This is outstanding. I love seeing him happy. Sharon Moore is going to be joining us in hour number 2. I fully believe, I've got full faith in his ability to keep this thing on an upward trend. Outstanding. Can't wait for the football season to hit this fall. But Jim Harbaugh was asked about why he's doing it, and 100%, just take the money out of it. Because I know a lot of people, of course he's going to say this about the Chargers because they're paying him a lot of money. But 100% this guy wants to win Lombardi trophies, plural. Give a listen.
The opportunity was presented, and I felt that the Spanos family, the Charger organization, they made it clear that they liked what I did and how I did it, and that's all you can ever want from somebody that's employing you. So, yeah, love of Michigan, but love of the NFL, and this opportunity. As my dad would say, who's got it better than us? It was time. I got so many, I know I said this the other day, but I only got so many sands left in the hourglass, and I want another shot. I want another shot at, to be simply known as world champions. The Lombardi Trophy, that's my mission.
How about that? The Los Angeles Chargers head coach is coming to win a championship for the Lightning Bolts.
Show me your lightning bolt.
I'll say it again. Listen, I've lived it for the last 8-9 years at Michigan. The NFL world is just going to get that much more interesting with Jim Harbaugh in it. Chargers, Ravens in particular, right? Next year, when it's the brothers going at it. Chargers against the Chiefs twice a year. Chargers against the Broncos, who wanted Harbaugh to be their head coach. Wait till those stories pop up in the week before he takes on the Broncos for the first time. The Raiders, who Harbaugh had a gig with, his first NFL professional coaching gig with the Raiders back in the day. And then anytime he makes the playoffs, which we're all assuming should be this very fall because the team is very talented, and all he's got to do, one thing I can't wait to ask him when he joins us in about 7 minutes' time, is his first conversations with Justin Herbert. And how what he does is he brings credibility to the equation here. And what we see from his teams are being dominant at the line of scrimmage. And what they're going to do offensively is going to be a smash mouth. And I'm just wondering if Justin Herbert's going to help lead the smashing, similar to Josh Allen. Because he can run it too, you know. He can run it too.
Mm-hmm. He's got no fear either.
And the number of times the Chargers take the field next year, all the times they took the field this coming year, was all about what happened in Jacksonville. And prior to that, it's like what happened in the last game of the previous season, when all the head coach needed to do was go for a tie and both teams make the playoffs. Instead, he doesn't, and the Raiders decide to just knock out the Chargers and go to the playoffs. And almost, by the way, beat Joe Burrow in Cincinnati. And it's just always about what happened that gutted the team and the fan base, and also just erodes any confidence that you have in their ability to change anything up. And the Spanos is ponied up. They put the money on the table. Because if they didn't and didn't show Jim, hey, we like what you do and the way you do it, he'd probably still be in Michigan. Or maybe Atlanta would have a different head coach. Or who the hell knows? Because as I've heard so many times when it comes to Jim, with Jim, you never know. But now we do know. This stuff about how he's always been tilting at that windmill of trying to win another Lombardi trophy. It's true. You heard it. That's what he said. He wants to win multiple ones. While apparently living in an RV like Jim Rockford, as the Chargers spend their last 2 months in their old facility before they move across the street here. Again, the NFL world is just that much more interesting with Jim Harbaugh in it, and that would, I imagine, mean to cascade onto this program, because Jim's about to join us in less than 5 minutes. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.